Good afternoon, everyone. So in the last lecture, we saw what is a transportation problem. How does it look? That is more important. How does it look? Okay. So every time we are going to have the transportation problem in tabular form. Okay. No other form is to be used. Now, purposely, I showed you directly the problem because if I write in general C11, X11, you will not understand what exactly we are doing or we are considering. So I explained this whole idea to you. What is the meaning of each and every entry? Okay, let us have few terminologies that we are going to use very frequently in transportation problems, and then we will see NWCM today. Okay, will you write it quickly? Yes, please write it down quickly. Balanced TP. Are you writing, girls?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And please maintain your speed. Please be fast. A TP is said to be balanced. A TP is said to be balanced if the total supply from all sources, that is origins, is equal to total demand, or you can say requirement also. Okay, so you need to be familiar with all kind of terminologies. Is equal to total demand at all destinations. Okay, then TP is balanced. I did show you in this problem, right? Total supply is equal to total demand, then TP is balanced. Okay. The next one, unbalanced TP. So can you write the definition? What should be unbalanced TP?
Supply from all the Supply from all sources is not equal to total demand.
Yes, total supply is not equal to total demand. Okay. Then you have seen here, girls. See, these are the rows, right? Row 1, row 2, row 3. So rows are for sources and columns are for destinations. So if it all tell me the supply is not equal to demand, that means either of the quantity is greater, right? Bigger. So what are the possibilities in unbalanced TP? Total supply may be greater than total demand, right?
Yes, ma'am. And total demand can be greater than total supply.
Yes. So in that case, what we do, we add a dummy row or column as per the requirement. Now, if the total supply is bigger, suppose I have here, instead of 18, I'm considering 20 here. Okay. So what will be the total supply? It will be 36, right? 36, right? So we want to make it balanced. So what we will do, we will add a dummy column here, a dummy destination. क्या कहेंगे उसे हम? डमी कहेंगे. So when the total supply is greater than total demand, a dummy column is added. Do you understand this?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
in that we will put costs at 0. Okay, everywhere the cost will be written at 0, and the exceeding number 36 minus 34, that is 2. Supply is exceeding by 2. So those many units I will consider as the requirement at that particular dummy destination. Okay, is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh.
Yes, ma'am.
Similarly, in the opposite way, you can think total demand exceeds total supply. सप्लाई कम है और डिमांड ज्यादा है, तो आप क्या करोगे?
Dummy source.
डमी सोर्स ऐड करोगे और उस डमी सोर्स की कैपेसिटी उतनी दिखाओगे जितना कम पड़ रहा है. इज दैट ओके? सो यू विल ऐड अ डमी रो, डमी सोर्स. आर यू गेटिंग बोथ these things?
Yes,
Now you
ma'am.
will ask me why
Yes,
to
ma'am.
do this, ma'am. This we have to do because we cannot proceed further with the method if we do not make it balanced. We cannot solve it by keeping these balance unit as they are. Okay, we need to put them somewhere, we need to show them somewhere. That is the ultimate requirement of the methods proceeding. Okay, is that okay, girls?
Ma'am, if the supply is greater than the demand, then we have to add a dummy column, no?
Yes. Okay, so you can write this: case 1, total supply is greater than total demand, then add a dummy destination. Okay, that is dummy column where TP cost in each cell is taken as 0, right? And demand at dummy destination is equal to how much? Can you tell me? Is equal to total supply
Minus total demand.
minus total demand. Correct. Yes. Can you write about second case now? Similarly, girls. In the same way you write it. Yes. Is that okay, girls? लिखा क्या? जल्दी करो. केस 2 लिखो. केस 2 अपने आप मन से लिखो. केस 2, टोटल डिमांड इज ग्रेटर देन टोटल सप्लाई. Add a dummy source, that is a dummy row, where TP cost in each cell is taken at 0, and supply at dummy source is equal to total demand minus total supply होगा. Yes, finished. Case 2 हो गया.
Ma'am, and the supply at dummy destinations total demand minus total supply, no?
यस, डिमांड नहीं, सप्लाई एट डमी डेस्टिनेशन होगा वो, है ना?
Yes,
क्या
ma'am.
क्या कहा विपाशिनी तुमने?
The supply at dummy source equals to total
टोटल
demand
डिमांड
minus.
माइनस टोटल सप्लाई, उल्टा होगा. ओके, कैन वी गो अहेड?
मैम
ma'am.
वही होगा ना मैम, क्योंकि टोटल डिमांड ग्रेटर है ना, तो अभी टोटल डिमांड माइनस टोटल सप्लाई होगा ना.
तो वही बोल रही हूं मैं कब से. ये केस 1 है विपाशिनी, दिस इज टोटल सप्लाई माइनस टोटल डिमांड. इन केस 2 इट विल बी टोटल डिमांड माइनस टोटल सप्लाई. कैन यू हियर मी विपाशिनी?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. I was misunderstanding.
You were saying the same thing and I told you yes, it will be total demand minus total supply in case 2. गलती मत करो गर्ल्स. क्या लिखा चेक करो केस 2 में? टोटल डिमांड इज ग्रेटर देन टोटल सप्लाई. लिखा क्या? Add a dummy
Yes, ma'am.
source. Add a dummy source, that is dummy row, where TP cost in each cell is taken as 0 and supply at dummy source is equal to total demand minus total supply. Okay? Can I go ahead?
Yes, ma'am.
Now third one. Feasible solution. A set of non-negative values xij, I goes from 1 to up to m and j goes from 1 to up to n. So m is for rows, okay, that is sources, and this is for columns, that is destinations. Okay, which satisfies the constraints. So हमने LPP में भी देखा था, what is a feasible solution? A feasible solution is the solution which satisfies the given constraints of the problem, right? And in that constraints, you have the last constraint in every LPP, that x1 is greater equal 0, x2 is greater equal 0, and so on. Here also, we are going to have non-negative values of xij. All the variables which we are going to have, the answers will be non-negative. It satisfies the constraints in the TP is called a feasible solution. Then basic feasible solution. A feasible solution of M cross N TP. M cross N TP means it has M rows or M sources and N destinations. So it will be a table of order M cross N. Okay, a feasible solution of M cross N TP is said to be basic feasible solution if total number of positive allocations, this is a more important here, positive allocations xij is exactly equal to m plus n minus 1. तो पॉजिटिव एलोकेशंस चाहिए हमें, सिर्फ नॉन निगेटिव नहीं. नॉन निगेटिव मीन्स जीरो इज इंक्लूडेड. Or feasible you can consider as which satisfies the given constraints. That means which satisfies the constraints of supply and demand. And basic means whatever answers you are getting according to those constraints, the conditions, whatever solution you are getting, those numbers should be positive in nature. Do you understand difference between basic, feasible and feasible? Yes, girls. Do you understand the difference?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, please explain it once.
I thought so. You will ask me. Feasible solution means which satisfies the given constraints. Now, in TP, constraints are in which form? Constraints are in which form? Tell me. They are in the form of supply quantities and demand quantities, right? If you consider this TP, then this particular source, if one source has a supply available of 7 units, can it supply more than 7 units?
No.
No, because they are not available. The maximum available is 7 units. Okay? So this is constraint. So this is the meaning of feasible solution. That the solution which we are going to get, that has to follow these conditions, that you cannot exceed 7 units in the row 1. Row 1 can give, or source 1 can give at the most 7 units. F2 can give at the most 9 units. Okay? Similarly, demand. So that is feasibility, and basic feasibility means the number which I am going to give now. Suppose here I supply 5 units. Okay, so I am going to choose some cells according to the method which I am applying, and I am going to put some numbers from these supply and requirement quantities. So suppose मैंने यहाँ पे 5 नंबर डाला, तो ऐसे में जितने सेल्स एलोकेट करूंगी, जहां जहां मैं नंबर प्लेस करूंगी, वो सारे नंबर्स कैसे होने चाहिए? पॉजिटिव होने चाहिए. समझा क्या? Now you are getting it? And at the same time it should follow, or it should satisfy the requirement and supply constraints. Okay? उसके बाहर नहीं जाना है उसने. 7 को exceed नहीं करना है. That is the meaning of basic feasible solution. Okay. Then next is non-degenerate basic feasible solution. तो बेसिक तो होना ही चाहिए, और BFS बेसिक फिजिबल सॉल्यूशन होना चाहिए टू M cross N TP. It's said to be non-degenerate if the number of occupied cells और allocated cells, allocations भी कहा जाता है या फिर allocated cells कहा जाता है, is exactly equal to M plus N minus 1, ना ज्यादा ना कम. Okay, so M is the number of sources, N is the number of destinations. And what is degenerate then? Degenerate means which has less than m plus n minus 1 allocations. ज़्यादा तो नहीं आएंगे कभी. Okay, degenerate means a BFS to m cross n TP is said to be degenerate if the number of occupied cells is less than m plus n minus 1. Okay? Have you understood this? Finished writing?
Yes, ma'am.
Next one is IBFS. Initial, basic, feasible solution. So initial, basic, feasible solution means what? A BFS. Or a BFS that is not optimal. That is not. पहले हमने optimal का लिखना चाहिए था, but it's okay now. A BFS that is not optimal, but which satisfies supply and demand constraints is called an IBFS. Okay, it may not be optimal. Okay, and 3 methods to find an IBFS are NWCM, LCEM. फुल फॉर्म आपने लिखा है ऑलरेडी. Now in case of TP, what will be the optimal solution? TP में हम क्या कर रहे हैं बताओ? What is our aim?
Minimum cost.
Yes. तो हम यहाँ पे लिखेंगे optimal solution मतलब क्या लिखेंगे? A feasible solution. It's said to be optimal if it minimizes if it minimizes total TP cost. यस हो गया गर्ल्स, हो गया क्या? Yes. Okay. So let us. We have 10 minutes more to go. Do you have any lecture at 1:15?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Which lecture?
English.
English.
ओके सो एक जनरल टीपी लिखते हैं और फिर हम एक छोटा सा प्रॉब्लम करेंगे NWCM से, देन वी विल स्टॉप. ओके सो सी you make one table only, but we will write it step by step. Huh? These are the destinations. These are the sources. And suppose W1, W2, dot, 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 you have W, J, dot, 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 WN. This is supply. Then you have F1, F2, F3, dot, 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 say Fi, dot, 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 say Fm. So here I am putting dot, 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 okay, in this cell. And the demands are shown as B1, B2, this is Bj, this is Bn, this is summation Bj, okay, and the supplies are A1, A2, A3 up to AI, AM and summation AI, and that has to be equal, huh? Summation AI is equal to summation Bj. Then what we will be given, you know, we will be givenCijs, okay, C11, C12, this will be C1J, and so on, this will be C1N. That is how you have to write it. Do you understand it, girls? These costs will be given to you. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
These costs and supply quantities and demand quantities will be given to you. This is CI1, CI2, Cij up to Cin. This will be CM1, CM2, up to this will be CMN. So these numbers will be given to you along with the supply and demand quantities. You have to first check whether total supply is equal to total demand or not. And then using the particular methods, you are going to fill some of these cells. How many cells you will fill? Exactly m plus n minus 1 cells. Suppose आपके टेबल में m rows, m is equal to 3 rows है and n columns. That means suppose you have 4 columns, okay. So how many cells you will fill? How many cells you will fill? Only 6. Totally how many cells will be there in the table? देखो ये एक 3x4 टेबल है, इसमें कितने cells है? Forget about this dummy. कितने cells है इसमें बताओ?
12.
12, right? सप्लाई एंड डिमांड नहीं कंसिडर करना है. 12 सेल्स, 3 into 4, राइट. वैसे ही m क्रॉस n टेबल में कितने होंगे? m क्रॉस n सेल्स होंगे ना. उसमें से आपको कितने चाहिए? एग्जैक्टली m प्लस n माइनस 1 सेल्स यू विल चूज फॉर एलोकेशंस. कौन से करने हैं ये आपको मेथड बताएगी. जो मेथड आप अप्लाई कर रहे हो, NWCM, LCM, etc. So once you choose those cells, you are going to put these numbers there. How many units are to be put? Okay, so every cell will not have this x value, every cell. But as we are writing it in general, I am writing everywhere. So some values will be 0. Do you understand my point, girls? Some xij's will be 0. Are you getting it? Are you getting it? हाँ.
Yes.
सारे के सारे मैं लिख रही हूँ, लेकिन आपको मिलेंगे क्या सारे के सारे? नहीं मिलेंगे. Only m plus n minus 1 आंसर्स you will get. तो इसे हम सर्कल में लिखते हैं बाद में. Okay? So this is how a general TP look like. Now we will quickly solve a problem. Okay? And then we will stop. So आपको बड़ी बड़ी सेल्स ड्रॉ करनी है. The same problem we can consider. Can you please tell me the destinations? Can you tell me the quantities in the problem which I had considered? I need not to go back.
19,
Huh?
30,
Huh?
50,
Huh?
70, and the
70.
supplies
70.
70. Yes, ma'am.
10, ma'am. 10.
Oh, sorry, ma'am. 10.
Okay, next row. फटाफट बोलो अदिति.
20, 30,
70 है ये. रुको मैं ही लिखती हूँ. बहुत स्लो बता रहे हो तुम. फास्ट बताओ.
Ma'am, 70, 30, 40, 60.
60.
Okay. ठीक है. All of you can see this table. Can you see this table?
Yes, ma'am.
Now NWCM, northwest corner method, means what? Northwest corner मतलब कौन सा corner? Which corner?
19.
Yes, the leftmost corner of the table. That is this cell. All of you can see it. All of you can see it.
Yes, ma'am.
The leftmost corner of the table, from there you have to start. First step हमने किया था कि total supply is equal to total demand. ये है, यहाँ पे हमने चेक किया था. Okay, now we will go in the leftmost corner. So leftmost corner corresponds to which source and which destination? This cell corresponds to which source? W1 and destination 1. So what is the situation at W1? What is the supply available at W1?
7,
7. And what is the demand at D1?
5.
So can you give 5 units from W1 to D1?
Yes.
Yes, because you have available ना 5 units. 7 units है मतलब ज़्यादा ही है available है. तो 5 दे सकते हो ना आप. Girls, do you understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
So give these 5 units here. So what happens? The demand at this destination is fulfilled. So this destination does not require any more units. Is that clear?
Ma'am, can you please repeat once again?
Mridal, choose the leftmost corner of the table. Northwest direction ये होता है leftmost corner. Okay? सो इट करस्पॉन्ड्स टू विच सोर्स? कौन सा सोर्स यहाँ पे दिख रहा है तुम्हें? W1. कौन सा डेस्टिनेशन दिख रहा है? बताओ ना मृणाल. See, I cannot explain like this if you don't answer.
19.
The cost, the sale, that the cost is 19 given here. Now this corresponds to what is the supply available? W1 के पास कितने यूनिट्स अवेलेबल है? 7 यूनिट्स. एंड डेस्टिनेशन D1 की डिमांड कितने की है? 5 यूनिट्स की. So can you fulfill demand of D1 using W1?
Yes.
Yes. So मैंने क्या किया? W1 से 5 यूनिट्स इसे दे दिए, तो इस डेस्टिनेशन की डिमांड फुलफिल हो गई. तो इस डेस्टिनेशन को और कुछ नहीं चाहिए. और W1 से मेरे 5 यूनिट्स गए, मतलब W1 के यहाँ कितने यूनिट्स बचे? 2 units are left. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am, 2 units.
Okay, so we will stop here. We will continue in the next class because you have got another lecture, I think, na?